pause the video to get into the live icon on top to watch the live vertical.
Oh, okay. Right, are we vertically live? Yes, we are vertically live. In fact, it looks amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, it looks incredible. So, and I thought I could pull the chat up. I wonder, this is all about asking your sim racing questions. I wonder if I go into short, will it pop up? Do you reckon? Oh, welcome Vortex, #1 fan already. Straight in there.
Straight in there with TQ.
Do you ever see live streams on YouTube Shorts?
You know what? I think I do, but it's usually stuff I just swipe past. You know what it's like when you're doing shorts? It's like swipe, swipe, swipe.
Honestly, yeah, I don't think I see them, but hopefully you're able to experience this in the shorts feed.
Liam Miller. Hello there. I hope you're doing well.
Oh wow, loads of people in here.
Yeah.
I would count Vortex, Kate, Leo, and Mila. I would count 2.
Yeah, definitely. There's 2 people, isn't it?
Choo Choo.
And Lucifer.
Saint Lucifer. Damn Satan here.
Which pedals are you on about? You on about these ones, yeah?
The Thrustmaster race lines.
So these are the pedals you're on about, yeah?
Let us know. But yeah, welcome aboard everyone. Let us know how your day is. And we're just going to be chatting basically.
And answering your questions.
Lila Mila says, ooh.
And don't do that.
What?
That ooh noise.
Why not? What is it?
It's a sexy anime noise.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to pull the face and poke your cheeks and stuff like that.
There we go. We've got ooh and howdy. Take it RC. Is that RC racing? Is that an RC car in there?
It looks like an RC car in the picture.
The screen's a long way away.
Very far.
So who's going to come in first with your first sim racing question? That should be a thing every stream. It's like, who's going to slam in the first question? And we rate the first question. So, let us know. Plain Van Cars. Is that your name? He's Dutch.
Are you Dutch?
Yeah. Plain Van Cars. I'm going to show...
I don't want to get really close to the screen to see it.
As in you do planes van... I don't understand the van though. Do you do van RC racing?
Don't know.
Let us know. Can you gift me Gran Turismo 7? I don't think it's possible to gift Gran Turismo 7 actually on PlayStation. If it was on Steam. Here's the first question. You are the top fan. There's more G7. Why don't we bully Sony into giving us... How do you... Well, we don't endorse bullying, obviously.
No.
But we could do a campaign. We could do a petition. Yeah. We could petition the UK Parliament. We could turn up to Downing Street in our suits.
You need like 100,000 signatures or something for a petition.
10,000, I think.
Is that it?
And has to be debated in Parliament.
So what's that? It's only 10% your subscriber
base.
base.
I got a second.
That's 10% of your subscriber base.
So let's do a what is called, is it a change.org petition?
Like that.
Yeah. Do we want to do a change.org petition to get Gran Turismo 7 on PC? Let us know. That's the question. In fact, let's just put it in the poll. There's some questions, Sam. You take the questions. A question about Le Mans Ultimate. Right?
There's also a question about us being a great grandma. Thank you, Liam Mila. We are great grandmas. What do you guys think about Le Mans Ultimate? I've been really enjoying the new time, although at first I hated it. For me, I've noticed a lot of different. It feels a lot more kind of like unstable, but it is as always same as like the iRacing one. Once you get used to it, you find the knack of it, and it can definitely get better or worse.
LMU tyre model. I've been doing hypercars in LMU. Like, honestly, I haven't driven the GT3s yet.
Yeah.
I've just been driving the hypercars. Like, after Le Mans, I was like, I want to be at Le Mans. So the video came out today, me driving the 499P.
That's
SF1 first SF1000 question.
Many questions about it.
SF1000 versus this, though.
There's a bit of a difference. Let's go this way. Ferrari, Mercedes.
First question I have, a 34M262C600 OLED, which is a little bit better than 6400. I have no idea what monitor that is. Bro, like, don't... Firstly, whichever company has named their monitor that, you need to let us know in the chat so we can literally shame them. Because what is that name for a product?
Let's see what. Oh god,
the 34M2C6500 OLED is OLED to be fair.
see.
So we need to work out what the hell that even is.
6500 is a Philips.
Okay, I might have had one of those. Yeah. Okay, so the Philips 34-inch OLED ultra wide. Could I use a second? I think. Let me know, Chuchi, if what you're saying is, could you run 2 ultra wides? And
What,
have
like this way?
Yeah, and have like a bezel. That sounds terrible. I mean, unless
you don't want the bezel in the middle.
Unless you're doing a Formula car.
I was going to say like a Halo.
Yeah, unless you're just going to drive Formula. That's actually quite an interesting concept.
But then I had an ultra wide with a little monitor at the top for my
you don't,
overlays.
If you've got one ultra wide, you don't need to do triples.
Yeah.
Or doubles.
I don't think you do.
Yeah. I'm not even running an ultra wide at the moment, to be honest. What CPU should I use for Forza Best Shaders? AMD X3D chips tend to be.
Why am I bald? I'm sorry. Let me put my hat on. Here we go.
Asking the real questions.
It's the joys of being 37 years old. Look at that. Thank you.
Jay says, let me post a question about the T598. How can we get it in South Africa on our hand locally? I have no idea. It seems that South Africa, Fanatec don't sell in South Africa, I think.
I honestly could not tell you.
So let us know what wheels you can get in South Africa.
So Dylan's the guy who asked about this wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying he's on the T300.
Okay.
So I don't know what you're asking. Is it much of an upgrade? Stuff like that? But it's a very nice wheel. And it's probably the most commented on wheel we get.
I think for the T300 it's actually a pretty good match. Because the T300 is like pretty rattly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fairly rattly. But it's nice. Yeah.
That sounded fun.
Yeah, what's going on? That sounded like a wheel one.
That's something waiting to attack in the back of the head.
We'll find outcome crashing down later. In my opinion, GTA was one of the last things keeping the PlayStation alive. But I'd never buy it. Honestly, with Game Pass, you might not be wrong. Oh, we've got to catch up on the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Philips. I have the Ferrari 150 F1 wheel. Ferrari 1 is that the? Do you mean that's the Ferrari?
Or was he on about just a T150?
TMX T150.
Yeah.
No. Oh, is there a T150 Ferrari version?
No, I thought he was just saying it's a T150 base.
I think Ferrari do. I think they do like a Thrustmaster do. Let us know what wheel you're talking about, Dylan. What PC should I get to want to play F125? Have a look at my channel on the how to help my friend build his sim racing PC, which is Sam. It came out on Sunday, and I put in the links there, just the components that we talked about in that video, basically. But let us know specifically any questions. Is the upgrade to direct drive a need for someone wanting to race competitively? Great question from Blitz. We've all done it.
Have you done load cells first? Because that for me is the most important thing. It's got to be load cell and then direct drive.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you agree?
Yeah. Let us know if you've gone. I mean, obviously, like this is a silly comparison because these pedals are very expensive. But I'd rather drive on these. Sorry, I'd rather drive on these with like a G923.
Yeah.
Than these with a direct drive,
100%.
Which is ironically what Thrustmaster have done. They paired a direct drive with it, yeah. And that's why I'm like, really, the G Pro is probably still, but it's still better than this. It's more expensive as well. Who's the guy next to you? I'm Tanzila.
I'm Sam. Hello, nice to meet you. I have a channel as well.
Yeah, link should be in the description. aka Walmid. Welcome, Black as well. Good to see you. Thanks for your support on the weekend stream. Oh. Blitz has got the G923 and wants to upgrade eventually. So what are you thinking? Are you thinking Logitech G Pro? Because if so, that's just going to be an all-round upgrade on both the pedals and the direct drive.
Yeah.
So, and I've seen they've started selling refurbished stuff.
You know what? I love a second-hand thing, a refurbished thing.
So it's kind of like approved, like cars, like approved use. And Fanatec have started. Fanatec, this is hot. I'm not even sure it's public yet, but I'll just say it. The Fanatec are doing reuse stuff with a 2-year warranty.
Oh really?
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm massively into reusing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like my wheel was secondhand, Wheelbase secondhand.
Yeah.
Even my pedals are secondhand. You can get some absolute steals.
Best steering wheel for F1 sim racing, £248. It is the SF1000, like Dylan's saying. Dylan's saying the old Ferrari F1 wheel. I want to see photos. We have to search that. I don't know which one that is, the older one.
T150 Ferrari, yeah?
Yeah. Jay, we can get Fanatec locally, but extremely expensive. I mean, like 35,000 rand for a decent CSL package. Okay, yeah, the prices in South Africa is pretty.
I remember that.
So that was Xbox, though, wasn't it? That wasn't PlayStation, I think. Tactical Ketchup. What's the best wheel bundle for Xbox? I can't remember the G920. The absolute best is probably I would still say G Pro on the Xbox variant.
See, I like the Moser wheelbase.
Not on it. Oh yeah, but the best.
Oh, the best.
Yeah,
best.
what's your budget? Because you are coming from G920. So
Yeah.
G920 to R3 will be quite a nice step up for.
To go from 920 to R3, going from belt to direct drive for such a small unit as well.
Yeah.
I think that's a good step up.
The R3 is super nice.
So £500.
If your budget's £500 on Xbox, I would go R3 and save some money for rims. No, you can't do that though because the Xbox rim, you need to use a bundled rim for the Xbox
Okay.
But what you might be able to do is you might
the wheelbase.
Yeah, it's so small. Oh yeah, it's just here. It's just hiding. It's just there. What you might be able to do is run CRP2s maybe on the R3 as an upgrade path. £500 you could also go Fanatec. £500 you could go Fanatec and get an Xbox rim. Like
Where have I put it?
oh, it's down. This is my
that
old, super old, manky one. So you can get. Is that upside down? You can get that, which will turn your whatever Fanatec base to work on Xbox. Blitz says, "What's a better recommendation? I have a Logi Pro for selling about 1K at best. 1K dollars or pounds? 1K dollars for a G Pro wheel and pedals, and you're getting a rim. I think is pretty good. Like you're going to be satisfied with that."
How many newton meters are good enough? I mean, me and Kira, I'm pretty certain, are very similar on this. I reckon personally, 8 to 9 is all you need.
I would say for me, even 9
is a push.
Yeah, it's a push.
But you definitely don't need any more than 9.
Yeah.
So if you're saying would like to upgrade to Fanatec with either 5 or 8 newton meters, 8 is probably the max you'll ever use anyway.
I mean, go for the boost pack. They do. There's aftermarket ones. I don't think they endorse, but I would say, just to be clear though, like because we both say we like 8, it doesn't mean that we're not. We don't prefer like the Acertec Forte.
Yeah.
You get higher quality up there, like SimLab coming with a 39 newton meter, but you just turn it down in settings.
Yeah. So yeah, all the higher ones you can always just knock down a load of levels till you find what's comfortable.
Great question from Blitz. Can't you get a PlayStation Logitech DD Pro wheelbase, get an Xbox rim, and call it a day? You now can. So firstly, if you ever want to buy anything Logitech, even if you want to buy a mouse, use my affiliate link, logi.gg/Kirith. It's on simracingdiscounts.com. That should get you 5% off anything. And actually, they emailed me the other day. I think there's a deal I can send out that's $100 off a minimum $450 purchase, which is actually like insane.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's like 20%.
So I want to check that because if that works on the sim racing stuff, then pedals everything. But I think now you can. Now you can get the PlayStation base. You want to get the RS hub that is Xbox compatible. Then I would recommend actually getting the round, because it's a hub system, getting the round one and the GT one, and you just covered for everything. So you covered. And
that's PlayStation and Xbox and PC.
Yeah, but have a look at my link and see if they've got their configurator working. JP, I have a G29 I would like to upgrade, but want something for PS5 and PC. Has a T598. T598 is super affordable.
We like it. We do like it. And then you also get a nice selection of wheels you can use as well.
More nice than people think.
Yes.
We do think the pedals are quite narrow, which is going to be interesting if you want to run a clutch, and some people really want to run a clutch. So actually I do want to try that on Thrustmaster.
Let's not throw that on the floor, eh?
Choo Choo likes a T818, but I really like T818, but it's hard to find the base without a wheel. Yeah, I mean, if you've got no interest in PlayStation, I think the T818 is significantly better than T598. I don't think Thrustmaster will like me saying that.
Yeah. Because
they want to sell T598s, but I was reviewing the T818 long before the T598, and I really liked it.
To be fair, we've both been big fans of both the Thrustmaster stuff, actually.
And we know people who just stick by Thrustmaster.
Eric.
Yeah.
Eric went out and bought new Thrustmaster stuff recently.
Prane Rathor, I want to purchase the cheapest entry-level kit possible that gives a decent experience as well. G923, R3, T598.
Yeah.
What's your budget and what's your platform? Then we can do it. Welcome, Max. So welcome, Casey Simba. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've been enjoying the racing. Load cell active pedal.
Well, it's all obviously going to be active pedal.
For me, obviously active pedal.
But then that comes to a massive price difference.
But here's a question. So we've got the Wave Italy ones here, which are like these are load cells, but they're also insane. If you've seen the video, would you? I'm not sure you tried the Moser and Boost.
I've not tried that. No.
Would you rather have these or the Moser as opposed to the? I mean, the Simucube. For me, Simucube. I want Simucube all day long.
I've not tried them, so I can't give an accurate response. What sort of? What is it? It's this one here. I would potentially go with this because I know it's going to work.
You've used these as
I've used them, yeah.
These are really, really nice pedals.
Real nice, real quality, heavy duty stuff. I'd probably go with them purely because I know they will work.
Yeah.
And I know they will work for a long time continuously.
It's interesting, Simba's question, like, oh, but active pedals, aren't they better? These are so well made. They are a pain to put on and off the rig, I would say. But they are so well made. It's almost like these. You could see these on a £50,000 cockpit rig.
The full motion.
Full motion.
Yeah. No, I really enjoy them. I think they're really good.
These must be the best load cells. These are probably the best load cells I've tried.
But then also you also have the hydraulic option as well.
Yeah, and hydraulic is super interesting.
Yes.
And I really like the hydraulics. Prane's asking for a PlayStation.
Oh, cheapest entry level kit possible for PlayStation.
Yeah, like things. A used actually used G27, or if you can get the one with True Force, but a used one. Welcome, McGurkin as well. Yeah, we've seen that. We've seen the Thrustmaster.
Where did I put my phone? No. It's the old Ferrari red wheel. It's even still there. I'm going to have to get up here. Julia
Romo, last time I mentioned I had 4K USD and was deciding between Acetec and Simucube, I went Acetec Invicta. Very nice. So is that you've got Invicta wheel? I don't know if you saw my interview with the Acetec CEO where we went through the Acetec Invicta wheel. We saw the billet aluminium block that they mill out. So they take this block and they just mill it out.
Yeah.
So it's got the edges and it's like super rigid, but there's so much aluminium it started with that's just milled out.
Yeah, it'll be a massive block.
Yeah, it's a block. Yeah,
and then they just literally take it down the side and probably put a faceplate over it.
Yeah,
electrics inside.
So that's insane. Hopefully, you use my affiliate link. That would be awesome if you did. No worries if you didn't. That would have given you a little discount as well, I think.
Not that wheel. The F1. That is.
Welcome, Ines Dag.
I'm now on a whole different mission here.
Oh, Miguel's got the Conspit 290 GP. I really like that wheel. I don't know where. Here we go. The 290. Oh shit! What's that pedal? Oh no.
I'll sort that. Let me do that.
It's not the safest. This is a 290 GP. It's really nicely packaged. I don't know why more companies haven't copied the 290 GP. I've got to be honest. So, yeah, this is. You know, we're going to do Sim Racing Awards. I think this is going to be possibly the nicest ergonomic, like packaged wheel. Like I don't think there's anything better.
I don't think there's anything which actually fits your hand nicer than that.
Even the Mercedes. I mean, that feels like heresy, but there's a big price difference there. So nice choice. Have you had anyone buy international ship to South Africa from Thrustmaster? I don't know, but I do speak with Thrustmaster all the time, so I can ask them. By the way, chat, 13 likes. We want to hit 100 likes. That was the aim last time. So if you're watching now, just absolutely destroy. Oh, I do remember that one. Yeah. I do remember that. That's the one.
You can see it very well.
Just obliterate that like button, and make sure you're subscribed as well if you're not. Was supposed to game with the boys and just kit back to chill here, Blitz Gaming said. Well, just chilling with the boys here. So let us know any more questions. If you got a question about a product, we've probably got it. So.
And we definitely have most likely at least used it if it's not here.
Chuchu says, what is anyone's thoughts or knowledge on the drive hub? Is that the Logitech connector thing? Let us know. And Miguel's probably going to go for those pedals to upgrade from Logi Pro. Which pedals? Invictus? Surely not these ones, because I'd love to know if you're going for these ones. Why are you going for these ones? Because these are expensive. So it'd be cool to know why.
So Dylan. We've finally got to the bottom of all this Ferrari wheel thing.
Yeah, what's Dylan got?
That wheel, but he wants to upgrade, and he wants to know if the SF1000 is a good upgrade.
Oh, well, the SF1000's got a screen.
Yes, it is a good upgrade.
Yeah.
Make sure it fits your wheelbase.
The SF1000 comes with the old Thrustmaster release, and then I changed it.
Then you'll be alright then.
Yeah.
But yes, it's a big upgrade, and to be fair, the SF1000 is a great wheel. We recommend it a lot for the cheaper F1 sort of wheels.
Thrustmaster T598 or Fanatec GT DD Pro when the price is about equal? Oh my goodness, that's a great question. What pedals do you get with the GT DD Pro? Are they the CSL pedals? Because I think the CSL pedals are a bit better than these are, to me, these are the weak spot.
The pedals?
Yeah. I'm very disappointed when reviewers don't call out, just gloss over these pedals. Like the T598, getting direct drive at that price point is amazing. The rim ecosystem is really good. But you don't need to pretend that the pedals are like superstars. They're not. Like,
look at them. And I would even move this over. Look at the size. Look at the difference.
Also, I don't think they're metal plates. I don't think the pedal plates are metal.
No, they're composite.
So they're saving costs. And they've done incredible. And I interviewed the guy who came up with this product at Thrustmaster, and pricing was always super important. And I do recommend the bundle for the price point.
But a lot of the brands seem to be letting it down on the pedals. Moser, they're pedals.
That's why when I went to Paris and saw RevoSim, I was really interested. Lots of questions coming in. McGurkin doesn't have to lie. I think if you double tap on the live stream, is anyone in the live stream that you've got the chat coming up the side? Like
what, like this?
Like it's like flowing up the side.
Yeah, that's what mine was.
You got it like that?
It was, yeah.
Okay, how do I get that? How did you see that?
It's the joys of iPhone over Android.
Anyway, hopefully you got that, because that's what I was hoping, is like all the chat was going to flow up the side.
Maybe full screen?
I full screened it.
Don't know, but mine is.
Or maybe no one's chatted yet. No, I just got
We're just chatting to ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't know how to like when it's vertical, both in physical and mental sense. Okay.
We appreciate your support though, McGurkin. Saint Lucifer has been here since the beginning. I've got a Podium DD1 PS4 bundle at launch. Is going to DD Pro an upgrade? No. Going from a Podium to a DD Pro. Do you mean is that Fanatec's naming makes no sense? Is that the GT DD Pro, or is that the Club Sport DD Plus, which is very different? And by the way, Full Force is not available on Gran Turismo 7, but True Force is. But Full Force is now available on iRacing, but only on the Club Sport DD and the DD Plus. And I shouldn't have to be explaining.
That's really confusing.
Fanatec should be. If you go on the Fanatec website, all of their wheelbases look exactly the same.
Yeah. And
they're all called completely different things.
That's how you do it.
How do you do that?
Pick your name. Oh, go full screen. Yours is completely different to mine, look.
My phone's too old.
Here's mine. Ready?
My phone's too old.
Press that. There it is.
I don't know. Chat, hit the like button for me, because I can't even like my own stream.
He can't even like his own video.
Yeah.
Are the P1000 brakes a big upgrade from the Fanatec V2?
The P1000s are the SimMagic.
Mm-hmm. And that's a...
I don't know the Fanatec V2s that well.
Neither do I, but...
We used V3s for a long time.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's still my go-to pedal at the moment. It's the V3s. I know Kirif use it quite a lot as well. I would say the P1000s are probably quite a big upgrade. Can I use the Fanatec CSL pedals with, say, a Club Sport wheelbase? Or like, does it all have to say CSL? What are you using it on? PC? PlayStation?
No. You can use them on the Club Sport wheelbase. Yeah.
Just straight up.
Yeah, straight. Yeah. Again, I'm going to send this to Fanatec and Corsair and be like, guys, like, no one knows what CSL means. Like, in Fanatec, they're like, CSL. It's like, they know what it means. Like, they could tell you like hours. Club Sport. Like, we don't know what Club Sport and CSL means.
What does CSL actually mean?
CSL...
I thought it was Club Sport.
I don't actually know... Yeah, it sounds like an acronym for Club Sport. It isn't. What does CSL stand for?
I actually thought it was for Club Sport.
It goes CSL, Club Sport, Podium. Yeah, but then they don't have podium pedals, you know, and then they don't call the Bentley wheel like a podium wheel, so they're not consistent with it.
So it'd be good if they were like the
yeah,
Forte and stuff like that.
A-Stick is the best at this. Like
But
A-Stick is so good at
They're
it.
just completely mixing it all up.
Do we recommend the Moser R3 as a good beginner bundle? Yes, we do.
Just be wary of the pedals. They're not the greatest, but
yeah, SRP lights are same as
these. But we really like the wheelbase and the wheel.
Thanks, Choo Choo, for tapping those likes. Appreciate it. Big goal is getting to 100 lights on the thing. Pagani bought a Ferrari 458 Spider wheel at Walmart. Was it worth it? I think it's way easier to drift. 458 Spider wheel at Walmart.
Am I going to have to Google this?
Yeah, let's Google it. That's a US. I guess you're watching from the US. Would you recommend the Fanatec Club Sport GT cockpit? Well, I know, Julia, you got that 4K budget. I do have it. I'm looking at it right now. It is bigger. It's not heavier, I would say, actually.
How much did you pay for it?
Yeah, how much did you pay for that piece of plastic?
Yeah.
It's not. It is heavy. It's not super light. The guy in the video at some point lifts it with one hand.
Oh, sorry. What's
this cockpit?
This one.
Yeah, and I'm like, so I was like, this is really heavy. So it's not super light, which you don't want it super light, to be fair.
Yeah.
It is a little bit wider. I feel like an aluminium extrusion rig.
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth it? We've had to modify it already because the
But our needs are probably a lot different to yours. We have a lot more
Yeah.
wheelbases going on, so we've actually modified like the wheelbase tray, so it's quick release. There's nice things about it where you can actually like chuck the wires through the tubing, and you can go from here and you can bring them out up here.
If you're going to do what the vast majority of people are going to do, which is you're going to buy it and you're going to put your equipment on it that you're not going to change for 2 years,
Yeah.
then I think it's fantastic. Because, like I said, you're going to route all these cables. And it comes with an integrated monitor mount. If you've got an ultra wide already, this is fantastic because it literally comes with a monitor mount. For reviewing purposes, it's not the best rig because it's so sculpted and like it's hard to access stuff.
And
But
like Kira said, it's actually, I feel, quite a lot wider than your standard rig would be. The base, the actual bottom of it, because it kind of like slopes up like that.
Yeah.
The bottom is significantly wider than the top.
But the chair, which we were worried about, is fine. The chair's great.
We thought we'd have issues with that.
I don't feel any flex in it.
Working on the pedal trays is a nightmare.
Changing pedals frequently is a pain in the butt. Yeah. But it's really nice to slide. Sliding the wheel deck is super nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can. In fact, I probably haven't spoken about this enough, and need to in a follow-up review. But like, if you know, it's really important to get your arm, and that changes per wheel actually.
Yeah.
So if you're actually quick releasing wheels, it changes. Just to be able to just get that exactly right, it's like amazing. Slide
it backwards and forwards. I'm literally sitting there looking at it now. It's 2 ratchet bolts.
Yeah, that's something I miss on other rigs actually. Flacker's not a fan. We thought we'd try the vertical. YouTube have been shouting at me saying, do a vertical stream. And I've been like, no, I don't want to. And they're like, yes, it's going to be great. And to be fair, let us know your feedback because it seems like we have more people watching
than normal.
Than I was going to say than last time. Than normal, yeah. What do you think Kunos is doing at the moment? They said console servers going down. I don't know that, and I should know that because that should be in the sim racing show. Is that a DDoS or are they sunsetting ACC on console? Because I'd like to know that because if they're sunsetting on console, maybe that means they just haven't got enough player base. View 127. Do you think Fanatec will announce podium pedals at the expo? I don't know. Are we officially announced as being there or not? Sim Racing Expo.
I think.
Is it officially announced or not?
No, it's not official.
No, it's not.
It's not official.
It's not official. So, maybe. I would appreciate some feedback from Thrustmaster. I will let them know. What I would say, ideally, is if you're in any groups with South African sim racers, do a post and try and get a lot of likes on it, and then send me a screenshot that I can send, if that makes sense. State Loose is going to sit with the podium. I think that was a question about going to GT Pro or Podium. Yeah, the Podium is, I think, one of the better things Fanatec has released. What's a good GT3 wheel that fits T300? The Ferrari 488H GT3. McGurkin, did you hack your DD Pro? The DD Pro is being used with different pedals on it, and I didn't hack the DD Pro. Is it a DD Pro? Yeah. I didn't. It just worked.
It just worked.
It just works. It just works. Yeah.
Just plugged it in. It worked.
That video is coming. I feel bad for the company that sent them because they sent them a long time ago. But there's been lots of videos.
So
coming
busy.
out. Yeah. Double tapping works the lights very nice.
Club Sport lightweight.
No, it can't mean that. It can't mean Club Sport lightweight. That's so stupid.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Faris El Mazri says thoughts on refurbished Fanatec products on their website. Got a QR Pro. That's just come out with a 2-year warranty. It's so new it wasn't even in the sim racing show for this week. It'll be in the newsletter.
I like the idea of it. You missed
warranty.
it 5 minutes ago.
Thing is, do you trust Fanatec's 2-year warranty? That's the thing. On paper, they got a 3-year warranty for new stuff, which I think is insane.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
2-year warranty. If they would actually stand by that back it, then I cannot see why you'd buy anything else.
I don't want to put words in people's mouths because I'm now reviewing more Fanatec equipment than buying it. I used to buy more than I review. Mm-hmm. I would imagine the concern is not necessarily are they going to honour it, but are they just going to get around to answering my ticket and collecting it, and is it going to be done quickly?
So what's the lead time?
Yeah. Because a 2-year warranty is great, but if I'm going to be without it for 6 months...
Yeah.
So let us know what you think on that. Pagani paid $130. That seems pretty reasonable. It was £100, wasn't it? The
one we
the Spider.
The Spider is £112 used.
Jay Brown, can you recommend any cool non-Fanatec rim options for the Fanatec ecosystem? Well, let us know if you're on PC or PlayStation, because if you're on PlayStation, then you have to use the Fanatec rims. It depends on your budget. Obviously, the BMW M4 is super cool, but that's very expensive. With a Porsche wheel, it's quite nice, but it's also a little bit expensive.
Full Fanatec.
Whoa.
Don't worry about that. That's my wheel. It was just chucking around.
This one's quite interesting. However,
there was some things I didn't like on that personally.
Go through the things you didn't like. Be careful of Pascal Verland's
Don't
signature.
rub off the signature.
Yeah.
The little things on here, they're so small you probably can't even see it. But these tiny little buttons here just don't make sense. They're really crammed together, and also, as you can see, I haven't got the biggest hands in the world. I can barely reach these. I'd actually fully have to take my hand off the wheel to adjust these.
I would also say, and I did sit in the Porsche 911 G3 RS the other day, and the wheel, the badge looks exactly the same. So the badge on this is really high quality.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, much higher than obviously.
I forgot that was a button.
Yeah, and I do like the rim, and I'm not too bothered by the quick release that is the main issue for most other people. It actually doesn't bother me too much. But the thing that bothers me the most about it are those encoders those rotaries at the bottom.
These ones.
And the funky. They just no. Sorry, so the rotary ones.
Oh, these ones.
They just feel. I'd love if they were like metal. Do you know, and really nice. They're a weak point on that.
I like the general design they've done around the bottom where it's kind of like webbing.
Yeah.
But the actual, I get what you mean. They do feel cheap.
Because I think the QR feels cheap, but you're not going to interface with it once it's on.
Once it's on, you don't see it anymore.
The shift is really nice. So the only bit for me, I know about but I can deal with the buttons because it's a concept wheel. Mm-hmm. But those genuinely feel, and it kind of lets, because a lot of the other part of the wheel is really high quality, it actually lets it down.
What about the little screen though? What did you think about the screen?
I mean, I'm used to on my Fanatec, wherever it is, I'm used to just looking at the small screen. So, the Conspit, we know the Conspit 300 GT is raising the game when it comes to screens now. But yeah, it's just that just annoys me because that's always going to be a little niggle with it. Mm-hmm. That these rotaries just, and I feel like they must have been pressurized by Porsche or something, or the VGT it's based on to have them so big, and therefore they could only make them so big with it just
to me it doesn't look good. I mean, that white line painting doesn't even look like it's finished inside the lines, and
you know what, I'd even, this is going to sound really bad, I'd even take them off and just sticker it. Like seriously.
You buy the other ones, didn't you?
Because you've got encoders here, whatever. So, I'd be interested if there's an aftermarket, like you can aftermarket your Porsche. Because you could aftermarket.
You can
that
get
so
these,
nicely.
can't you? Properly. You can buy them off Amazon.
Because that, in fact, I'm going in a video. We'll do that. We'll take them off. And we'll try and replace them with something. Because I think that will make a really nice aesthetic change.
You can get red ones as
well.
well.
And I think also the same with the funky switch.
Don't know if you'll be able to do that.
Yeah, I think if it's the same as the Moser, I took my Moser KS room completely apart, which has both these and the funkies.
Yeah, I've seen your job of that.
Checo's just got pole position in qualifying and iRacing and get the win. Hopefully you get it. I mean, that was like probably 5 minutes ago because you missed it. So good luck. Sorry, someone's been spamming because we haven't got your question. That's our fault. Let's try and smash. Oh my days.
There's a lot. We just spoke about that for a long time. All right, 130. So we saw that pole position. Saw that. Do you
recommend you Praxios? Do you recommend the G29 for beginner playing on PS5? Yes, I'm never not going to recommend the G29. Den Draver, I published a cheaper version of a Thrustmaster setup, wheel and manual gear kit, and it's been absolutely rubbish. Put me off sim racing. How much did you pay, Den Draver, and what platform are you on?
What's the best GT3 wheel? You've answered that
488 Ferrari. Marius, Logitech G923 is worth it. First jingle, yes. With True Force. Why is everyone saying said hi? What's this? Is it a meme that I've missed out on? Is a Moser R3 better than G920? Yes, we literally done a video on it. So search my channel for...
It is good. I rate it. Kira rates it. It's a good way to start.
Simflin...
Is the eBay... Yeah, same thing. Exact same thing. Is the eBay USB handbrake really worth it? I don't know, but I've literally just bought one.
Oh, really?
So it'll be arriving next week.
Is that an AliExpress team?
One of those I can bring over.
Okay. Is it very metal? Is that good quality materials?
It looks it. So next week we'll have an idea.
No idea what this is. ACC. Okay. I will log on to that. Send me a message in there. Post it in Discord in our ACC channel, so I'll remember to just log on and just see if it's down. Because if it is, I'll make a video on it and I'll speak to developer.
I think you'll be waiting a long time for Le Mans Ultimate on PS5.
Oh my days! Don't. Like the first one coming to console of these new sims is Rennsport. So Rennsport
or NASCAR iRacing, depending when Rennsport comes out.
Yeah, but the thing is about NASCAR racing, they've said iRacing won't come to console. So
NASCAR is made by iRacing. The new NASCAR will be made by iRacing. It kind of feels
like a bit like an end of the road, but yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
I love that name there, Hernando. Alfonso.
Welcome, Hernando Alfonso. Good to see you, Max. I hope Fanatec will wake up and make a wheel on the screen. Yeah, I mean they got the Bentley tech, so. Hellbound Diver, looking for an upgrade Moser R9 or Gran Turismo Ultimate. What do you mean Gran Turismo Ultimate? Let us know.
The ultimate pack, the ultimate bundle. Don't they have the Gran Turismo?
You mean Extreme?
Yeah.
Let us know if you mean Extreme. Thanks, Blacker, for encouraging the likes. Trying to get to 100 likes. Is Gran Turismo a good simulator for karting and other races? Well, Sam is a professional karter, so. Can let you know.
We did a lot of the kart racing on Gran Turismo, and it's not.
It's not realistic.
No, there's other ones on PC, but I'm guessing if you're on about Gran Turismo, you don't have a PC. But if you did, there's some cool little free or very cheap ones like Kart Race Pro, which is a very good start.
Is that the one you feature in? Is that a plug?
No, that is Street Kart, and you can play as me in Street Kart. I'm an unlockable character. And that's on iOS.
Is it paid unlock?
No, you have to unlock me. On your iOS device, you need to get a world record on one of the tracks, like a world record hot lap. But the game's been out for like 3 years now. The hot laps are so fast.
Oh, so
I couldn't even unlock myself. I actually had to ask the developers to unlock me on my own device.
I think what we need to do is we need to speak to developers and get Sam as a DLC for 99p, and you get a cut, and I get a cut.
A little cut for every bit.
Yeah. Hernando Alfonso, what do you guys think about sim racing on consoles? I love it. Just ignore anyone who's like, oh, it's on console, it's not sim racing. They're talking rubbish. Every time I'm on PC and something's not working, I am literally saying to myself out loud, why am I not on Gran Turismo 7? Like, if I'm on Gran Turismo 7, I know that I'm going to be on the track within like 30 seconds. How do you guys feel about new Conspit 3 and GT? We both really like it. Jay Brown's on PS5. I can't remember your original question, Jay Brown. Scrolling.
Stop. Can you recommend any cool non-Fanatec rim options for PS5?
But you're on the PS5, so the answer is none. Does one of the button... Oh, actually, no, that's not true. The button boxes will work. So you can get a button box, and then you could get like a Momo rim.
Oh, okay, so like a standard PCD.
But I'm not very good at recommending that. Hernando loves the Fanatec McLaren G3. Well, so do so many people. Welcome Olga Sleg as well.
Yes, the True Force G923 is worth it for a first wheel.
We're catching up.
I see that you mentioned that about 6 times.
Yeah, we're catching up. Is there a wheel with the K1 button? Yes, SF1000 has K1, actually.
Yes.
Which does it mean? That's a short video. We'll shoot that tonight.
Right there.
McGurk says, Team Vlatka here. The chat is overlane, and that makes it hard for my brain. So when you say overlane, I don't even have the overlane option.
I think it's about like my one.
Yeah, I like the word overlane though. It sounds like medieval.
My sword.
Yeah. Sean Moore, ultra wide monitors for console strictly for sim racing. Can they work? I used to do it, and I just used to race stretched.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So it looked like you had like a marshmallow car. It's short.
It was just wide. Everything was wide. I used to race like that. I used to race top split like that. Would you go for iParky? Would you go for a G Pro or a GTDD Pro Extreme? DD Pro Extreme as upgrade. Personally, for me, I would go G Pro, having done it, and it was a review net, but I have the other ones to review as well. I would feel like the True Force. You just got it. The G Pro pedals are absolutely fine. The wheelbase just works.
Mm-hmm.
You're not in as good a rim ecosystem as Fanatec, but no worries, Fernando. I appreciate the support. YouTubeally, how do I do better than F124?
Better gaming seat.
F124, I would say you can carry so much speed through the corners. It's like you've got to think of it an F1 car. Just think of it like an alien car as opposed to actually a car. Nico, would you know why the G923 for PS5 sucks? I think it's just a damaged one, but mine literally can't get a 5 that race without crashing. Let us know which game. That sounds like a fault. When a modern race cars come in GT7, I'm not sure they will ever come. Marius, what do you think is better, Forza Motorsport 8 versus ACC versus GT7? I would say GT7. Actually, you know what? I don't think you can answer that question. Maybe we'll talk about it later. You want GT3 racing, I would say ACC.
Mm-hmm.
You want to just have like Gran Turismo. You want Gran Turismo. But IndyCar just came out. So Forza came out with IndyCar this week. Like proper IndyCar. And it's got NASCAR.
So you want to do oval?
Yeah, you want to do oval, Forza.
Then Forza. GT3 ATC.
Yeah.
And then just blasting whatever you want.
Yeah.
But
I do think there is a space there for Forza, interestingly. What's the best racing game, any consoles? That's just what we're talking about. Faris, do you think any further development going to ACC? I don't know, because they still have the SRO esports license. So it's the Nürburgring races it's the 24-hour races this next 2 weekends, isn't it? Nürburgring and Spa.
Yes.
So if they don't do something there, I'll be like, oh, they're probably done.
Your friend reminds me of the Queens of Stone Age bass player.
He streams also. Well, he does stream also.
I do stream slightly different content.
At Walmid.
At Walmid. Not this one.
Next time I'm going to wear the Walmid shirt.
But we'll have to get a photo of that because my missus likes Queen of the Stone Age. So
there we go. Let's keep it up. Leo, I should buy Fanatec or Moser Racing less than $800. If you've got $800, what's that, about £600? You're looking at a CSL DD, the 8Nm one. That's interesting. Or the Moser R9 bundle. The Moser R9 bundle's interesting. I would say Moser's rim ecosystem for me is much more interesting than Fanatec's rim ecosystem. So that's interesting. But if you can't get CRP2s on Moser, I would say you're in trouble. Best game for old retro F1 cars. Well, not Gran Turismo. It's only got the fake ones. Forza has a few, like the MP44.
I can't remember what the game's called. It's an old game. Just play one of the old ones where it had the Pacific Grand Prix.
Oh yeah, just play. If you want old F1 cars, like from the 2000s, just play F1 2001.
No, older. You got the old, even older ones.
GP1.
Yeah, GP Legends or something, wasn't it?
Question: are Gran Turismo DD Extreme wheels really limited in the console? Yes, I've heard that it doesn't work. Tactical best racing game for retro F1 cars on Xbox. That probably is Forza. Any news on Logitech Direct Drive? Nothing official. Studio iRacing OK. Console could be weird as you already have to pay for PSN. Yeah, that's interesting. Double subscription. You have to pay. Maybe that's where I'm not interested.
Modern race cars in GT9.
Black says, FY, I'm not trying to run an opposite campaign. Well, I was umming and ahhing before. The other view is here. Like, we can see the other view. But we thought we'd try the vertical one, and we'll see at the end.
We can compare it.
We can compare. September AC Evo free roam. I hope. I wouldn't get your hopes up on AC. That roadmap has been blown up.
What's the most realistic? ACC, Forza, or Gran Turismo? You did a video on that as well.
Yeah, I did a video on it. I mean, ACC probably. Shooting next week. Last week I did get myself the next level wheelbase. Next level wheelbase. Is that next level racing wheelbase?
I'm going to Google that one as well.
Yeah, I did that. Parky, do you think Logitech will start making collaboration wheels with Fanatec, like Fanatec? Well, I mean, they work with McLaren. I mean, I went to McLaren with Logitech G, and went to the McLaren Technology Centre. So, you know, we're all pals there, me, Logitech, and McLaren. But for some reason, they don't make a McLaren wheel. And also, Racing Unleashed now make a McLaren cockpit. So,
next level, what was it? 2.0
wheelbase. What's the best wheelbase right now, price, quality? That's a great question. I
can't find a wheelbase, but I could find a wheelbase stand.
Yeah, I'm not sure they do. Do you mean wheel stand?
Yeah.
Maybe you mean wheel stand.
Also, this is the Queen of the Stone Age basis. My missus just sent me a picture.
Well,
because I've got a beard.
You have a beard.
I'm bald.
You have a beard. Wow, the views are... I mean, these views are popping off today. This is pretty crazy.
What's the best direct drive bundle value for PS5?
T598.
T5.
Preston's got it.
Yeah, straight away.
Hernando Alfonso also love Cayuse.
Okay, Choo Choo says the next level frame.
Let's throw this one out to the chat from Alix. What is the best wheelbase right now, price, quality? That's a great question. So let us know in the chat what you think is the best wheelbase. In that price quality, like that's so interesting.
For the wheelbase,
I think we should plot on a graph. Like we should do it so it comes up on like a dot,
yeah,
like a line.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And there's that meme
I
was thinking of with it, which I can't probably say.
Mac said, by the way, thank you very much. Highly recommending the Fanatec McLaren steering wheel. It's been great race. Did we recommend that? Very nice. Yeah, I mean, 200, it floats, it's a bit higher now, I think, but about 200 quid. I mean, it is fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. And Mads had the T599 in mind. Make sure if you are set on buying it, go to www.simracingdiscounts.com and click my link there for Thrustmaster, because there was a 10% discount running.
Mm-hmm.
That may still be active. If it's not, please use my affiliate link anyway, because it'll give me some commission. But they were running a 10% discount. They gave me this 10% discount code. And I'm thinking, hang on a second. You're taking something that's $449 already on the super competitive end, and basically making it $399 or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically making it, let's just say $399. For a direct drive 5 Nm wheelbase, pedals and rim.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
It's very cheap. Mads the Dane is surprisingly from Scandinavia.
Yeah.
Thank you for informing us that.
Nico Oliveira, F125 with a G925, that's not a week old PS5. Can't get it, just disconnects. I would return it.
Yeah.
I would return it. Presumably you bought it from a store because you can do it at Logitech, so I would return it. No worries, Marius. Preston went from the TGT to the T598. Well, there we go. A lot of people asked that. Because some people like, is that a downgrade going from TGT to T598? Because you can't disassociate the rim, which is quite nice. Casey Simba saying, did plus for Casey Simba, question for you. If you've been playing ACC on console, have they shut down the servers
Yeah, we had that question pop up earlier, didn't we?
That came in earlier. Choose who like the T818. I think is like going to go down. It says here, it's going to go down as one of like the underrated wheelbases of all
We've
time.
enjoyed that one
Yeah.
as well. But to be fair, both Thrustmaster wheelbases at the moment, we've really enjoyed both of them.
Manuel Duda is thinking about buying a Simagic Alpha Evo 8 Newton. I haven't reviewed that one. I know lots of people speak highly of it, but I haven't reviewed it. I have reviewed the Conspit Aries Platinum, which is on the rig at the moment. In fact, there's two of them. It's on the rig at the moment, which is
Nice.
nice, but I don't like the QR that much.
Do you want me to grab that and show it or not?
If it's just plugged in, I think.
Is it?
I think because I didn't unplug it.
Okay.
But I don't like the... I'm not a massive fan of the quick release.
Just watch
That's
it.
it's interesting because like that Conspit, like I can't get that excited about the wheelbase, like for some reason. You know the Acetec, like it's like why have they added RGB lights to it?
Yeah.
But now I can, and it looks.
There's certain bits and pieces about the Acetec though, which I think just seems a little bit. They've done it for the sake of doing it.
But the Conspit doesn't have it, so I'm like, is it really good? I'm like,
Yeah, because the Acetec's got those lights on the side,
Yeah,
haven't they, where
like-
they like light up and
yeah.
do different
So it
things.
sounds silly, but
I like the idea, but I think with the Conspit, the wheel rims are just killing it.
Oh, yeah.
They are absolutely killing it.
Conspit probably in the real rim with the 290, the Max 01, and the 300 GT.
Have the best rims.
Is that the best trio?
Yes.
If you were doing like 5 aside, like or 3 aside, is it okay? Let's put this out to the chat.
For
Everyone.
brands,
Yeah. Is there any brand that has a better 3-wheel combination than Conspit with 290?
we've got the wheels here to do the. There's
Oh, no,
there's
yeah, it doesn't matter.
too many wheels on the thing.
We'll just put it here.
But we literally have the wheels here to do the top 3. They just need a round wheel.
Let's catch up. Tedonk just watched the R3 G923. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. And Kate's put the link in there to my discounts website where I try and get all the discounts for you.
Cheers, Kate.
PXN12, I think I'm reviewing it. I think they're sending me one to review. I think some of the PXN products work on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, which is interesting. Andreas got a GT300 RS GT, but is it worth buying the T599 base? Is that basically the T300? Is it worth going from T300 to T598? So you're already in the Thrustmaster ecosystem. Do you have any rims? If you've got some rims, maybe yes. If you're on PC, think about T818. But this is where I think Thrustmaster need to come out with a stronger T598 for people who are on the T300 to be like, yes, that's why I'm going.
We need to make a concentrated effort for why I'm going from this to this. Yeah.
And I did interview the guy. He said that will happen. What else do you play other than sim race titles? Honestly, I'm just all in on sim racing. Like I don't do flight sim.
I play Minecraft and
You
I play
play
mini
Minecraft.
motorways, but mainly with my child.
Yeah,
Other than that, it's sim racing for me as well.
all in. Leon, I think if you're upgrading from a basic, we would just jump to a Fanatec bundle. That was the wisdom a few years ago, but obviously changed. Is the BMW Fanatec Euro really worth it? I have reviewed it. It is nice. If you have that wheel, you won't feel the need to change it. That said, that is like 2,500 euros. So the BMW is a bit of a bargain compared to that.
Compared to that one, definitely.
Oh, the said hi thing is a button that appears in chat. There we go. So I don't have it, unfortunately. But I can see 145 likes. If we can pump up those likes, let's have a massive like push, everyone. Just destroy the like button. Let's get to that 100. It'll be epic. Preston was scared it was going to be a downgrade. Oh, because Preston went T300. He went T300 or TGT to T598. Jay Brown, why do you lose your DI and SI rates on G7 when PSN drops out? Yeah, it's just like, I mean, I guess it's just that's
Just the way it is.
Yeah, just bad luck. It's built into, I guess, to your system. Santi Miguel loves G Pro. Wouldn't mind trying Fanatec. Well, let us know the reasons why you're considering trying Fanatec. That's super interesting. We're catching up.
Slowly, it's taking us. There's so many comments.
What wheel do you guys like for PS5? I only play F1.
I used to like this one, which is literally my own wheel.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I used to love this one with playing Fanatec on PlayStation. really enjoyed it. Nice, lovely little wheel.
Olga says, should I get D-Box? I am reviewing some D-Box equipment shortly, so hold on to that thought, Olga, and keep an eye on my channel. Simba says AC console server still working with SimGrid. Okay, but you know, SimGrid servers, SimGrid are paying to host those servers, right? That's how Dave Perel's thing works. So are the default ACC servers down? Were they just not popular? I made a video about 2 years ago where I was like, ACC servers out of SimGrid and simracing.gp are all kind of done. What are your views on all these?
I'm not. If you're going to go about SimGrid, yeah.
Yeah, and all that.
We use it on one of the iRacing leagues. It's just adding more things for the sake of it.
Is it you speaking as an organizer or as a participant?
Participant last year, but from next year I'll be one of the organisers.
Okay, so I wonder if it's easier from an organizer perspective from a participant.
I suspect it probably is because it bundles it all together. But to actually use it, I don't know why people use it so much.
I know why people use it, because if you go all in on it, it's a great experience, and there's a community, and Coach Dave, they'll probably bundle in Delta and things like that, and you can track stats and you get cleaner racing probably, just having that friction. But from my perspective, I love going on iRacing and like that's my hostess session. I'm going to jump in it, job done. But I just
don't get it. For me, it seems like someone's seen a little corner of a market just to make it look a little bit more fancy. Put everything in the same place.
I think it is a big part of the market, and I think Simba will know more about this because I think Simba's leading KCR on ACC, but it's like the sim games are just really bad at this. Like they should be better.
Yeah.
Like they should be buying these companies and integrating them.
Especially the amount of money which people are putting into these sim games.
You know, obviously I work with Coach Dave, and he's a super cool guy. He's at the Nürburgring this weekend. Done sponsored videos for Coach Dave Delta. But I do feel like when AC Evo were like, oh, we're just going to partner with SimGrid, I was like, oh, so now it's like at the initial stage, it's already like we're not going to have a ease of use integrated.
Yeah.
And on PC, it's more acceptable because you're already on a PC. But when you're trying to do it on console, then
I've never dealt with it on console.
Yeah.
I've only ever dealt with it PC stuff.
Then you got
even then I just found it unnecessary.
Preston really likes the pedals that come with T598. They're better than T3PM pedals have with TDT. That's really interesting. That's an unusual opinion, unless anyone else in the chat feels the same way. Why do people use an active clutch pedal?
I have no idea.
The active pedal for the clutch. To be fair, I think actually that is sick.
Really?
To have the bite point stuff.
To have the bite point, yeah, but
and I'm tempted to try that.
You're never going to do it, aren't you? Of course you are.
Have you guys tried Acelith products? Yes, Acelith products are coming out for review. They have the 6-in-1 hub. They're super cool. Couple of people in Italy, Sicily, who are making them. So I rate Acelith a lot, and there'll be more videos coming out on Acelith. Child of God, do you think Logitech will come out a G Pro H pattern? If you saw my interview with the head of sim racing at Logitech, he said he wants to bring it out. Yeah, PS5 support on T818, no brainer. But I don't think Thrustmaster want to do it because it's the old gen base. Do you think you'd lap as fast if you went down from G29 to T2? That's from Jason Baldwin. I think
if I keep my pedals the same, I don't think there'd be much difference.
I think obviously when you switch equipment, it's like I think I would. Yeah, I could do. I think there are other variables affecting my lapping more than.
I've said it every week. Pedals are more important than steering wheel base.
Yeah.
Every week.
If you want to lap quickly in sim racing, you have to know the track inside out. So it's not like the feedback is like teaching you. It's like if you're for me seriously, if I want to be like top 100 in GT7, I'm carving like a line on the track that's so small.
You've got to know exactly where the track cut lines are and how many pixels.
I shouldn't be catching oversteer and stuff anyway. It's like if I'm catching oversteer, I've already messed up. So. You know, in the same way I probably couldn't, but you could do it on a controller in the same way. So, super duper love sim racing. Needs $50 in Amazon for the setup. As in, that's your setup, or you're trying to save that much?
Or, I think he's saying he wants it.
Okay, well, I would say enter a competition, win a wheel, use that wheel, then enter more competitions. Maybe, I don't know.
But Super Duper has just subscribed.
Oh, thanks for the subscription. McMaster, as a big fan of the GT Saga games, I have a question for you. Which GT game you'd love to see come to consoles? I personally love GT5. I think a donation there as well. We'll go to it in a second.
Would you love to see come to new
I mean,
console?
for me, GT4, I guess, a re-release of GT4, but I'm not that bothered by it. I'm just happy with.
What was the one the first one I played properly?
Only you're going to know that.
Prelude. Was it Prelude? The small game.
Yeah, A-Spec or something.
Yeah, and you had like the Nissan Cube in it. I played that a lot.
Oh yes, GT3 A-Spec It's not Prelude. What's it called? Prologue. But thank you so much, Scranton Beats, $5. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. That's incredible support. Please, everyone, do smash a like on it. Going to London, UK for the first time next week. First time outside North America or Asia. What to see motorsports related or otherwise in a week? Going to London. Karting.
Karting wise, we're actually, depending on what week it is, I'm at Rissington.
Yeah.
Weekend coming. No, next weekend. My boy's racing the weekend after that, and we might be somewhere coming up anyway. So depending on when it actually is.
Yeah. So, but London motorsports, like, if you really want to do something, Brands Hatch, I guess.
Brands Hatch. Castle Coombe's not a million miles out.
Is it?
No, it's not that bad.
Okay. London's, hang on. What motorsport?
There's nowhere inside of London. So what part of London are you on about? North, west, south? We need to know what
London
part
is
of
actually
London
not a motorsport city.
Yeah. We need to know what part you're on about, and then we can really break it down.
Yeah. Help us out in the chat here as well for Scranton Beats, who's done the $5 donation. Oh, F1 Arcade. Yeah, F1 Arcade you could do in London. That is in central London. That's central London. My wife is presenting at University College, so UCL probably. So that is pretty central Euston.
Yeah.
So F1 Arcade, I would go. I went to the launch night. It's expensive, but it's actually, it's all F1. They've got Vasaro rigs. It's R-Factor 2, Moser gear. Really interesting.
Brands Hatch over there.
Yeah.
Silverstone's a bit far away if you're just going for a general watch.
Unless you get a coach there, it's going to be a pain.
But you'll probably start seeing, depending on when you are.
Good festival speed?
I was going to say you might start setting up for Formula 1, but that's still a month away.
Yeah.
At Silverstone.
We'll come back to it. Any advice sim racing gloves? We've used loads.
I use karting ones, Kirif use specific ones. They're all muchness.
Yeah, I'm using Sync Mesh at the moment, which I'm quite enjoying. Not these ones here. They sent me 3 pairs to just get my thoughts on, and there's one of them I really like actually, but I need to figure out which one they are. Arriving on June. But that's a really interesting question. I'm a bit disappointed that there isn't.
I'll be at Rissington then.
Yeah, Formula E is in end of July. Help us out here, chat. London Motorsport. There should be more stuff.
There should be, but it's all on the outskirts.
But there just should be stuff for people in London who are into. I say go to F1. Do a day where you do karting, because there is loads of karting places in London. Go F1 Arcade.
F1 Arcade. You got Enfield for Rye House. If you go south of London, you got Bayford. You got Buckmore. Buckmore's probably an iconic track to go to for
super
karting.
Easy, is it?
It's down by Channel Tunnel way.
Yeah.
But actually, central London wise, you're gonna struggle
because you're not gonna have a car. You're not gonna have a rental.
You're not gonna rent a car in central London.
Yeah.
If you do, that's absolute madness to rent a car in central London for a week.
But ironically, if you do want to come to London and see motorsport, rent a car, and then go to Silverstone, go to Brands, go to all these amazing tracks. Yeah. So, McMaster, thank you so much for joining the membership as well. McMaster75, really appreciate it. Put some claps in their chat, everyone, for their new member. We welcome them to the community. Put the max in there. Smash it in. Thank you very much. Very much appreciate that. Look at the claps coming in.
What else we got? Sim Racing Gloves done that.
Olga says, which wheelbase do you recommend the most? It honestly depends on budget and platform.
Platform.
Yeah,
we need to know platforms.
I'm not the kind of guy who goes, this one, because it depends on everyone's context.
Sorry, can we just pick up as well? What are the actual poll results saying at the moment? Are we starting a petition?
Yeah,
Looks
65%.
like it.
65%. Let's end the poll. And give us the result.
119 votes.
Murkic, sorry, super question has been asked for. What do you think is the best sim racing game? iRacing.
iRacing, yeah.
Yeah.
Consider arcade.
That's more arcade than people think.
Yeah. Wreckfest.
Yeah. No, well, actually, ironically, Wreckfest.
I love Wreckfest. Such a game.
Hernando first, as an ex-motorbike rider. Another donation. We'll come to it in a second. As an ex-motorbike rider, I've lost it. I've lost the news.
It's just below the claps, right? Yeah.
I have to remember Caldwell Park.
Caldwell Park. Yeah.
Preston, thanks so much for the $10. Going to like it. Smash that like button. Really enjoy your content. It's always current. It doesn't get more current than this live.
Definitely doesn't get more unbiased than us.
I guarantee it does not get more unbiased than this. Like, we just don't care.
Yeah.
And frequent. I think the coolest thing is your passion for sim racing that makes everything work and is authentic. I've got to snip that one. We've got to put that on the.
We need a board.
We need a board of favourite comments, and that looks really nice in yellow.
It does.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Preston. We appreciate the $10. That means a lot. Again, put your claps in chat, everyone. Support the people who are making the donations. That's completely awesome.
Board of appreciation.
Yes, appreciation board. And we should have a cool wall.
What, for wheels and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because we can do coolness. So someone asked earlier, like, what's the best? We can do coolness. And I would say the Ace Tech is for me is cool, but you might say it's not cool. It's got RGB, but I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think the 290 GP is.
We get
cool.
some ideas like the award show.
Yeah,
We're
going to do awards. Like,
definitely.
Because we are going to do the most unbiased awards, best sims, best equipment, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to
rent a suit.
I'm going to go out to CEOs of sim racing companies and get them to vote. So we'll have a panel as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm just going to broadcast it, and the videos are going to be decent probably.
Can we get some special guests?
Get some special guests, yeah. We'll ask people we know, like Super GT, to weigh in, Jimmy.
No, they can present it. And
tonight's award as a couple.
Yeah, tonight's award for the worst wheel.
Long pan.
But
really long pan on the camera as they walk. They've got to walk for like a long way.
They've got to walk in, shake hands with us on the green screen. And
then the music dims. Do you enjoy street or racing cars? Racing cars.
Race cars. There was a question slightly higher about Alcantara. Easy to clean versus suede.
Well, there's part of that which is it's a new Tactaris. I don't know yet on the Tactaris.
We haven't used that enough.
Yeah,
Alcantara is really easy to clean if you buy the proper stuff. When you actually scrub it down, the amount of dirt which comes off from your hands, even gloves, amaze you. But it does wear out.
Moser KS will good match Moser R12. Absolutely yes. Mm-hmm. However, my one broke. So have a look at my video where I fixed it. So I did fix it. McMaster in here, Finland Rally is number one. In Finland, Rally is number one. Yeah. Which is awesome because that just, it's going to make you super quick. The government will probably misinterpret the petition and end up with GT on PC only. Well, that would be interesting. What a turnaround. Thanks, Fernando Fonso. Appreciate it. Olga's on PC and my budget for a wheelbase is 10 to 10,000.
10 to 10,000? Well, 1,000 to 3,000 it is. You've miscounted, You've miscounted the zeros or something made me laugh.
So, if you're in that budget, always have to be considering the SimuCube 2 Pro. However, don't do anything yet, Olga. Wait until this time tomorrow when I think my video is going to come out where I went to SimLab and I did a blind test of SimLab's new direct drive wheel and the SimuCube 2 Pro, and gave my honest thoughts on which I think is better. And it's the most interesting video I've ever done. Completely honest, transparent. Like I had no idea. I just said whatever I wanted to say, which is like kind of a bit scary. Like
that you were there in front of the people.
So the only thing I do is to be honest about it.
Yeah.
And it's not as simple as you might think. So, yeah, watch out for that because that does talk about SimuCube 2 Pro. Someone talk about a base with haptics. You have a Fanatec wheel with haptics, don't you? So
this wheel here has haptics in the grips. So little rumble motors. So when you understeer, it really can feel it through it.
I don't know why they haven't done it. I don't know why someone's done it.
But why is it the only? This is the only wheel which I know of which have motors in the grips.
Yeah.
And I don't know why not. Because it works so well.
Scantron Beats, thank you for the claps and info. At least we'll check out F1 Arcade and try a few other things that have a rental. Yeah, and hopefully we gave you some ideas to think about. And keep putting them in the chat if anyone thinks of any. Anthony, been watching you for some time. Question of Logitech G920 shifter as well. I want to upgrade direct drive wheel. Well, if you do the G Pro connector thing, you might be able to keep the shifter. So look into that. I can't afford much. I just have to.
G here for red centimetre.
Hope you're okay at the end there. That just went off.
Please let us know you haven't had a stroke.
Yeah. I can't interpret that, I'm afraid. I'm trying to. Yeah, I want to answer it properly. So.
Hot dogs with sausage. I found out it was Verstappen.
What? It looks like a hot dog with a sausage. I know it's Verstappen with this thing in his hand. Does it look like a hot dog with a sausage? Is it like Verstappen with a hot dog coming out his head? Is that it?
Yeah, it does. Now that they've said that, it does.
That's made me proper hungry. We still got dinner.
So hungry.
Any tips on maintaining comfort in longer VR sessions? Fan. Take breaks. Chat, let us know. Sausage or Max. I have a video on it, so just search on my channel. I think it's me with a green face, like I'm being sick. Haran, I want to use my Moser R12 V3 base KSWell and CRP pedals in Gran Turismo 7. What are you doing, bro? Like that is the most complicated setup of GT7. Good luck, my guy. I think it is the Brooks resolution you need, but I don't officially endorse it because if I were to endorse that and it breaks tomorrow, I feel very guilty. Mm-hmm. So, but I think you need the Brooks resolution for that. Jason Baldwin, if Gran Turismo named the platform, it wouldn't be Gran Turismo, maybe. Mogokin's got the popcorn. Hernando's got EA Sports WC Rally. Shame that they fired the whole team who made that game, I think. Parky, I'm trying to build a sim racing PC. Any suggestions on spec? Budget 1500. Look at the video that I released on Sunday. It's called How to...
I built a
help my friend build a sim racing PC. Have a look there because I talk about a PC that is actually about in that ballpark, which is on the right hand side here. Chat, we've got to eat because we're absolutely starving. I would say, is the G Pro the best wheel as it is proper haptics?
Mark Elliott up there said about motors in the
VT5. That's just the updated version.
Yeah, they do.
I think so. Park's Easy Sausage. I think the G Pro could be the best wheelbase on PlayStation 5. I feel quite comfortable saying that with the True Force. Thanks, Chew. Thanks, Nicholas. Is Rensport going to suck? Preston, have you seen my interview with Rensport that came out like yesterday? I think maybe. Have a look at my channel because I literally interviewed Rensport so you can see. Thoughts on Project Motor Racing? I think it could be absolutely pants. I think it could be terrible. There's a lot of people drinking the Kool-Aid on this.
I don't know anything
getting
about
flown
it.
to nice events. You know, when people get flown to an event, it's like you want to be like, oh, whatever. But ask the proper questions, otherwise we end up with terrible games and products. So I have zero confidence it's going to... I'm not recommending that game until I see more, basically.
Curve TV
It is going to be at Goodwood Festival of Speed. You will be able to try it at the Festival of Speed.
Curve TV or VR? I like Curve TV.
Personally, I like VR. But it depends if you get a... yeah.
Straight away, I like
easy
it. I like that, done.
Is the Fanatec GT DD Pro best first wheel for GT7? It's not bad. Yeah, T598 if you've got more budget. The GT DD Pro. Up to 8 Nm with the boost pack. Get the V3 pedals on there. No worries, Mark. Yep, I'm going to be reviewing Full Force in iRacing properly on the Club Sport DD Plus. So that'll be interesting. And a lot of people liked... By the way, if you're on Gran Turismo 7 on Fanatec, look at my Fanatec GT7 settings video that came out last week. A lot of people are saying it made them 3 seconds a lap faster.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I dialed it in so you can actually feel the load in the corner.
Yeah.
Whereas before you just get... A lot of people just get a lot of rattling and then you turn in like you're still getting
3 seconds faster?
Yeah. I can imagine it. GT7 F125, which title offers superior force feedback performance? I've been doing F125 on PC this year, so I can't really say. I mean, take a look at my GT7 Fanatec settings video that came out recently because I talk a lot about this. Philly T598 or spend a little more and get the Fanatec DD Pro. If you can go onto Fanatec, you will get better pedals with the V3. How much new Mercedes F1 wheel? $2,500, I think. It's a very nice wheel. Let us know if you want to see more of it.
Very nice.
But chat, we've hit 53 likes, so we're halfway there. But I'm super hungry. I think we got to eat. We're going to record some videos basically, so keep an eye out for those. I want to get your feedback, so you can write in the comment underneath, comment anywhere. What did you think of the vertical format? Because we hit 2,000 views in, I'm guessing we've been live for an hour, probably, hour 15 maybe.
Yeah.
Which is more than we did before, and I feel like the more people we have, the more questions we can answer, the more helpful we can be. So thanks, McMaster, as well, for becoming a member, and thanks for the donation support, including from Preston. Rumours of new bases will come from Fanatec. If I knew, I wouldn't be able to say. However, I'm always testing stuff. Like I had this wheel on embargo, the Porsche, for a while. But yeah, any final thoughts, Sam, before we roll off?
I've enjoyed it. A lot of questions. I wasn't expecting to be compared to Queens of the Stone Age today.
Yeah.
That was something unexpected.
Normally it's TikTok. Time we were doing an interview.
And to be fair, we've only had TikTok last time we did do an interview. We only had 2 people talk about the SF1000.
Yeah.
Normally that's the one which it is.
Thrustmaster
SF1000.
in trouble. Share price tanking.
This time it's all about the Logitech.
Yeah. But thanks so much everyone for joining. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Go check out Sam as well at Walmid. And yeah, we're trying to do this weekly. We're trying to do it weekly. So give us your feedback. And if it's helpful, yeah, great. Hopefully helps you with the sim racing. That's perfect. I'm going to end the stream, so we'll see you next time.